What's popping, why all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are doing a other film review. First, before we start, we might notice that this isn't my voice. I have been very busy, and my voice has gone, so for now I will be using this voice, but these words are all mine. It is still all my own thoughts and opinions, just not my voice saying them. I once again apologize for the inconvenience, and with that out of the way, we can jump straight into the review. Today I watched a show with my Nana on Netflix as a part of our daily routine. I used to sit and watch a whole show with her every day to get a film review out, and one that I forgot about called Netflix Scavengers Reign. I completely forgot that I watched this series, so it's been a long time coming, and the show itself is boring, so no wonder I forgot about it. I'll talk about it a little bit more in this review, so let's fly and crash into Google to see what they have to say about the Netflix original sci-fi series Scavengers Reign, with a 8.610 and 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. The crew of a damaged deep space freighter are stranded on a beautiful but dangerous planet. A 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm about to throw hands. This show is not that good. I have been putting off making this video because I didn't enjoy the show at all. I started it, and when I start something I always finish no matter how shit it is. I will always finish what I start. I followed through, however my Nana left me during this watch. She decided it was too shit and not worth her time, and went to sunbathe out in the garden, so I locked and pushed through. This show follows 3 operating stories that split into 4 as our duo splits up. We have a crazy guy who becomes a god on the planet and manages to build a psychic link. He basically has a vector arc, and he is such a shit character, constantly talking down to everyone, and it makes it hard to root for and hard to care. He is one of the few survivors of this space crash, and he was the one that caused it. We see him slowly remember his backstory through the show, but he is such a dickhead and befriends a space worm that becomes the main villain of the show. We have a robot and a girl whose robot goes sentient and gets a virus and becomes one with the planet. The robot also has its own Victor moment with plants growing in its wires and causing it to be one with the planet, but it saves her human at the end of the show, sacrificing itself. We see all the characters go through so much as they get infected or lost or attacked, and it takes its toll on their minds, and everyone goes through it differently. We all have high stress and mind breaks. Trying to survive in an unnatural and unfamiliar place will be an issue. It will have its effects, and it does. However, these stories also come in and link together by the last episode as they all try and escape the planet on the last spaceship. They all manage to get there at the same time. We have some villains who leave the planet, but this show ends with them being killed as the virus left with them on the rocket. It basically puts the whole show as pointless, as the show ends with most of them dying and all hope being lost. It's one of the few shows that has a bad ending, and that leads to bad reviews. However, I like how it didn't end well. Not everything ends well, and seeing the show stick to that, it's unique, and one of the few things I like. Seeing the show end with them dying after giving it their all is a nice, bitter-sweet ending. It shows the risks of space travel and the real-life dangers of being stranded. It is a good show for world building. The planet is cool and unique, and we get to see a whole lot of it and how it works, but the people are so boring. They have very little personality, and they all have the same motive, and they are all scientists, so they are working, and they are all like robots. It's just so dead. There is very little emotion in this series, and the characters are the same other than the situation they start in. It's unbelievably boring and hard to root for them or care about them. I cannot recommend this series at all. It's so bad. The animation is a really dead style. It's so flat and the details aren't there. It's not very visually appealing, so the story is mid and the characters are bad and it looks awful. This show genuinely has nothing going for it. The art style doesn't do the world justice. The world has so much color and personality, but it's just so flat and basic. This is going to be a shorter review because I'm just not interested in giving this show any attention because I genuinely couldn't pay me to watch it again. It's been a while since I watched it, and I didn't have a lot to say about it to begin with, so this video will be quite short, unfortunately. I'm giving it a low 210. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Other than that, I think that wrapped it up, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay home and stay safe. What's popping, why all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are doing a other film review. First, before we start, we might notice that this isn't my voice. I have been very busy, and my voice has gone, so for now I will be using this voice, but these words are all mine. It is still all my own thoughts and opinions, just not my voice saying them. I once again apologize for the inconvenience,